Alright, so we're in this creek out on an island in the middle of the rainforest in a jungle. This is what we see. Oh my god, what is this? What is that? Oh my god. It's a wild tank. Let's check this thing out. Hello world, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing great. If not, as always, I hope it gets better for you. So I'm here with Jay Aquatics. We're about to go into the jungle around his stomping grounds. Have to go through the thicket here and go check out some guppies, right?
That's hopefully we'll find some wild guppies, yeah.
Yeah, maybe do aquascape too.
I hope so.
Sweet. So let's do this. Come along with us. All right, so here we found some fresh water in this stream. It's a little smaller than the other one we were in. Definitely not as rocky, but a lot more jungle and woodsy. Really neat though. Got some sporadic rocks, some debris, lots of organics within the pool. Not real deep. There are a ton of guppies in here, but look at all those botanicals, all those leaves, stick litter. Everything gets jammed up, so whenever the water rushes down, you can see as things collect all the debris. As far as the substrate, looks like a lot of pebbles, maybe some clay, dirt, some rocks. But there's no aquatic plants really growing out here, so. Hello, buddy. He's coming up to check me out. Just hanging out here with us. Hey, dude. Oh, I think he's gonna attack. Oh no! Now up here in this section of the stream, a little deeper, but you do got more rocks that have actually collected up and kind of dammed in the ravine here. Made a little waterfall. But check out this pothos, holy moly. Growing up this tree, this thing is ginormous. Look at the leaves on that. Absolutely phenomenal. Variegated version too. Stunning. It's like a jungle sometimes. Sometimes I wonder how I keep them going under. Alright, so now we found some plants going along the side, but once again it's the pothos. You see it's actually traveling through this creek, trying to stretch its way all the way over across the bank. Few guppies there swimming in the water. It's gotten a lot more rocky, more silty. Still a lot of botanicals. Look at all the small, fine material there of just leaves and sticks. Water's really clear, pretty warm. Absolutely beautiful out here. In here the water's just flowing. Rocks piling up. That's pretty natural if you ask me. In the hillside. So you get a lot of dirt and then tons of rocks just within between it. Now JH was just telling me, Joseph Harding was just telling me that the TDS in here is around 1100, which is absolutely insane for parts per million. Guppies definitely don't mind it. So what we're actually seeing on top of these rocks right here, why it's like that, is because that calcification of just being hard water and it just mineralizing it. Taking rocks and combining them to make one big rock, essentially, almost. You can see how there's just little dams where it just keeps doing it. Alright, so we're not going too much farther up the creek. This is just like super, super thick jungle here. And we left the machete at the house, so. I wanted to share this with you guys because I think it looks cool and definitely inspirational as far as like seeing Mother Nature and the way she does things. Especially with all the botanicals here. And how many of the botanicals are actually in the water and how they don't mind. and just the type of water too, being 1100 TDS, very interesting. And so hard it mineralizes itself. You can see a ton of snails, kind of like MTS over here, cone snails. Well, we're gonna go ahead and scape a tank with the influence of this space. So let's see what we come up with. And even off to this gut, I just now realized come back down, there's another one that actually comes from this direction, just loaded with rocks. Not a whole lot of water going through here. Pretty much a lot of it is dry, next to nothing. If I go up here, bone dry, no water. This must run down from the mountain. Very interesting. Palm tree down. Look at this pothos. Look at that stem. It's insane. It's thick. It's like wood. It's really amazing. And to give you a perspective of how big these leaves are, this is my hand. So, yeah, it's huge. All right, found a nice natural spot for the tank. We're gonna set it up there and have some fun. All right, so as far as substrates, not a whole lot to pick from because it is pretty hard here with the remineralization. Looks like a lot of stones. We'll get some of this debris in here as well and make it look different than what you normally see in an aquarium. All right, so as far as the dirt in here, I was surprised. It's a lot more loose than I thought. There's quite a bit of dirt as well. As you can see, it's just mucking up the water. So, I mean, I don't know why plants aren't growing in here. My guess is the fact that it just rushes too fast whenever the water comes down in the mountain. Nothing can probably stay a hold. Could be the TDS too. Alright, so we got some substrate. Once again, we're going to want to take out the bigger rocks. We'll put those back on top whenever we're ready. Just get a nice solid base substrate. You can see it's very, very different. Lots of mud mixed with different sizes of rock and twigs and just organics. But I believe we're going to do a Pothos inspired aquarium build with this, since there's so much amazing pothos growing up and around us. Alright, so we muddied the water up a little bit grabbing stuff, but all this debris that I showed you earlier with the sticks and stuff, I'm going to stick this on top. Hey, that's like a crayfish molt. Look at that. A shrimp shell. It's a big size shrimp. You know what this is, just?
Yeah, it's a micro. That's a ghost shrimp, basically. Yeah, it's a microbrachium.
Okay. Microbrachium. Interesting. But yeah, let's get this woody stuff. All right, now we have here is a mixture of sticks and just leafy debris. A little piece of driftwood here we can use. Get it in the tank. All right, so here we got leaf debris and all that. Sticks and whatnot. Looks like a dirty muddy mess, but we're gonna make this thing look beautiful. All right, so the next step's gonna be gathering some rocks, starting with the hardscape, because that's the backbone of aquascaping. It's getting a good hardscape, and then we should be able to get some water in it. But man, look at all that pothos. Now you see why I'm inspired by it. All right, so now we got our big rocks in. You'll need the small rocks to fill in the gaps like over there. Of course, you can use plants as well to help fill in gaps, but the rocks help make it look natural. Got that little piece of driftwood in I got from the leaf litter. Which that thing actually kind of feels like a rock. You can really feel the mineralization on it, almost like fossilizing it. Kind of cool. Losing our sunlight though. Alright, so here's what it looks like with the little touch up of the smaller rocks. Makes it look a little more natural. If you got to, mess with them. If you want to get like different color contrast, or if you don't, vice versa. You can probably use more, but we are running out of light in this spot because it's really hard to tell where the shade's gonna go because, well, I'm not from here. Let's get some water in here and then we should be able to get the pothos and guppies. So here's the tank so far. Got another piece of fossilized or calcified driftwood there. And then we've also got a lot of that debris. You can see tons of botanicals. I'm absolutely loving this. Probably made this leaf here, how it's just hiding in the front. I'll actually stick that up here. Make it look like it got stuck there. And it can kind of hide the crack and crevices of this fossilized, calcified driftwood. Use Mother Nature to your advantage. So now we're gonna get some pothos and set this thing off. All right, pothos is in it. Let's get some fish. Yeah, little fishy, fishy, fishy. Ooh, got one. Sometimes I gotta use my nose to hit the record button. All right, so we got a ton of guppies here. They were everywhere. Things are absolutely stunning. Look at that. The red, the green, purple, some yellows on the tail, but they all kind of got this distinct black dot on them, a lot like the staic antler that is really hot in the hobby right now. Look at those guppies. So beautiful. Now I know we got a ton in the cup, but there is absolutely like bazillion in a pool. It really didn't take much netting. Let's get them in the tank. All right, let's get them in here and oops, can't be so willy-nilly here. All right, so the guppies are in it. All right, so here we have it. Water's still a little murky, but like I said earlier, water in the nature is not always clear. They still love it. You can see how I got a bunch of pothos falling down into it, kind of the stuff coming off the tree. Added that in. Now if you wanted to do that at home, you can just kind of hang it up over the tank and it'll grow across it and stuff like that. I actually got some pothos in my house that's planted into my 125 and it's actually been starting to grow around the fish room, which eventually I want to put around my stands, which is really cool, or should turn out really cool. And this is kind of the ideal of that too, in combination of what I'm seeing around here. Anyways, let's take a close look and check out these guppies. These things are awesome. All right, so here's the tank up close. Nice, wild, natural aquarium tank. But look at these endlers in here. So beautiful, especially when the natural sunlight hits them. Let's see if we can get them in here. Here, fishy fishies. Oh, they're not quite as domesticated. My domesticated ones will definitely come up and try to eat some. These guys, they don't care. They're just checking things out. I think they like it. Nice little vacation on them. We will return them safely from where we got them. They will not be harmed or hurt. But I am absolutely loving this substrate with the botanicals, the leaf litter, just all the different stuff going on in it. You can just look at it forever. You can see the dirt kind of settled here. A little bit down on the bottom, and then you got the sticks, leaves, more fossilized branches, little pothos coming in. Oh wow, look at that. I gotta thank Joseph for letting me borrow his 10-gallon to do this. Big shout out to JH Aquatics for taking me along on these trips, letting me do this. You can see how it's just growing up and over for the pothos. But definitely check out his channel. Side shot's really cool too. Really lighten up the tank and the fish with the pothos. Now that pothos won't live like that forever. The leaves will die off. The root will be alright. It'll just try to grow up and out eventually. So let's go ahead and do a full roundabout on this. From the back, the side, and the top. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And then now to the front. Tell you what, it's not easy maneuvering this thing around. And actually getting the water clear in an aquarium like this, it's quite the feat, because we've actually just had to use deli cups. We don't have a hose or pump anything like that, so. Wow, look at the red on that one. All right, so there you have it. There's another wild aquarium for you guys. Like I said, hopefully we can make this more of a series. I go around, make some scapes like this, and big shout out to JH Aquatics. Check out his channel. He's been absolutely awesome hosting me here and take me, along on these adventures. So thank you very much, my guy.
It. It's been fun. I've had a lot of fun going out here and scaping in the wild like this.
Yeah, he digs this. He's totally into this stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Everybody have a great one. Like, subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, peace. Have a great one. Oh, no, that's not safe.